guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Curb Appeal, the series on my channel where I attempt to recreate photographs in The Sims 4 to the best of my ability. So if you guys want to submit a photo of a house that you want me to recreate, feel free to DM me on any of my social media. I'll have that all linked down below. And also, if you want to see more of my recreations and more Curb Appeal episodes, I'll have that playlist linked down below as well. I've done tons and tons and tons of recreations in The Sims, and I feel like I'm getting pretty good at it. So I'd love if you'd check out more if you liked this one. But today we are recreating this lovely, it's called an elegant gated modern farmhouse in Studio City. So I'm pretty sure Studio City is in like LA or California. It kind of sounds like it. And it was listed for $3.5 million. So it's definitely not a cheap home. If you live in the California area, let me know if Studio City is like an expensive neighborhood, because it kind of seems that way. But for $3.5 million, this house does seem like a brand new build, so maybe that's why it's so expensive. But it is a little bit on the smaller side. I wouldn't consider this like a mansion by any means, but it is quite new looking, and I love the color scheme, of course, with the nice black framed windows. We have some white brick, which I love. But the thing that stood out to me was this kind of wood paneling. So I liked the contrast of all of that wood on the exterior. I also liked how there was a garage out front, and the wood is kind of like a wood on wood, like tone on tone. Like they didn't make the garage contrast. They just made it kind of sunken in and just outlined it with some black trim. So I don't know, I just thought that looked a little bit more subtle and it was a little bit more unexpected. So I liked that design. So I thought that I would give it a shot in The Sims, and it is a cute little home. I only made it for 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so it can fit a family of 4. Now the kids' bedroom, it's 2 single beds in the kids' bedroom, so they have to share a room. So you can fit a total of 2 parents and 2 kids if you want to. I think if you really wanted to, you could probably split up the kids' bedroom into 2 separate rooms, but I decided to combine them, and it is a pretty big room, so they shouldn't be too bothered, hopefully. But I think this would be a good home for, like, not quite a starter home, obviously, because it is a little bit more on the luxurious side, but maybe like a second home, like, not, what's the home for after a starter? Like middle? I don't know. Like the house that you move in after you have your starter home, maybe. So I think that'd be good for that. You can also see here I kind of did a fake driveway. Now obviously we don't have drivable cars in The Sims 4 at the moment, but this house did have a garage out front, so I wanted to still put a car out front just so it looks like there's a car like parked right outside. And then yeah, so the garage is fake. The garage is just for looks from the outside. There's no actual like usable garage on the inside, which I think is fine, because I think you still get like the general look and the style of it all anyways, which is the most important part. But I wanted to do something kind of fun, and it's something that we do on my Twitch channel that I thought I would bring to my YouTube channel as well. It's called Would You Rather. So we do this on Twitch. If you want to like watch any of my streams, I stream every Tuesday at the moment at around 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll link that down below if you want to come join a live stream. I also post it on my YouTube community tab whenever I go live, so you can catch it there. But basically we do Would You Rather. So I'm going to give you guys a Would You Rather, and then you can comment your answer down below and we can discuss your answers and like give a little bit of an explanation as to why if you want to. So today's Would You Rather is, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to comment down below and think of what your answer is and why. 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Which would you rather have? So I'm gonna give you my answer later in the video, just because you might need some time to think about it and I don't want to influence your response. But yeah, it's something that we do on stream, so I thought it'd be fun to do it here. But Anyways, back to the build for a second. Here you can see we are basically done the exterior and we're just working on the landscaping. Now, I will say I'm kind of like reflecting on my landscaping abilities, and I feel like over the years I've gotten better at landscaping, I think. Like, I don't know. Am I being too nice to myself? Like, I just think that my landscaping has gotten a little bit better. It's looking like a lot more lush. I used to be too scared of like piling up flowers too much, and I used to just put like 3 in a line, like super boring. But I think that it looks a lot better now. I don't know. I'm really happy about my landscaping. It'd be interesting to like look back at some of my old builds and see how basic my landscaping is, but I'm really happy with how it turned out here. This lot is a little bit smaller too, so there isn't a lot of room for a huge backyard, so I just put a kind of patio area with some wood flooring, and then I'm going to decorate it with just like a barbecue and a little seating area at the back. So no pool or anything like that in this one because the lot is a little bit shorter than the neighboring lots there, but I really like just the general shape of this house. It seems like a very like basic shape, kind of like a classic style. I guess this is what they call a elegant modern farmhouse. I feel like modern farmhouse is such a vague term, and I know I always say that I like to do modern farmhouse builds, but it is kind of vague, I guess. Maybe it just means like front facing gabled roof pieces, white brick and black framed windows, and some wood tones, and like call it a modern farmhouse. Is that the only requirement of what a modern farmhouse is? And then make it modern? But I don't know. Anyways, so you'll see me actually do something on the interior, and I just want to explain super quick. So this is something that I learned from my Discord server. So there's a member of my Discord, and their name is Palindrome on the Discord server, and they made these cool custom shelves using pillars, and then they just use like shelving to raise up the shelves in between the pillars. So it's kind of like floating shelves, and I think it's a really, really cool way to like separate the room while also adding functional shelving units in between. So rather than adding like a legitimate bookcase or just, you know, some actual more opaque wall divider, I think this is a really great idea to keep the space looking very open, but also adding some functional dividers where you can add decoration onto it. So I don't know, I just thought that the idea was brilliant, so all credit for this idea goes to Palindrome in my Discord server. I have a lot of really, really talented people in the Discord server that share all these great build tips and tricks and just their creations, and I really, really love seeing all of your guys' amazing work in the Discord. So thank you guys for inspiring me all of the time. So back to the would you rather for a second. So again, the would you rather was, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? So if you haven't got your answer in yet, now's the time to comment down below. But for me, I think I would rather see 10 minutes into the future, because personally that would be much more useful for me on like a day-to-day basis rather than 150 years. Like if I were to see 150 years into the future, and if it was something like super bleak or like sad, then I would just be like sad, I guess, and it would kind of feel like there's not much I personally can do to stop it or prevent it or whatever. So it would be a little bit of a burden on my shoulders if I could see into the future and like not really be able to, you know, fix it or do anything like that. And also I probably won't live to 150 years, so even if I did fix something, I probably wouldn't see the results of it either, because I'm not gonna live to see the result 150 years later. So 10 minutes into the future, however, could probably help me more on a day-to-day basis. But I can also see that being very burdensome, because you'd constantly be checking every 10 minutes like into the future. Like you'd use that ability too much to the point where you probably rely on it like an unhealthy amount. But there are some things where maybe it'd be cool to just like see 10 minutes into the future. I don't know, like what's like a good example? Maybe if you're like waiting for something and there's like a lot of anticipation, if you like won a contest or like I don't know, if you want to see the results of something and you just like can't wait any longer, you can just see 10 minutes into the future, like skip ahead. I don't know. But yeah, let me know down below what your answer is to that would you rather, and what are some good uses for either side. So yeah, I think that's fun, and I can't wait to see your guys' answers. But here you can see we are doing the kitchen, and I decided to use my beloved Country Kitchen kit counters. Now, I haven't used these black counters in, it feels like a while. However, these were some of my favorite counters ever when they first came out, and I really love pairing them with this dark green concrete backsplash, I guess. It just looks so nice and rich and warm, and I don't know, I just really like the look of it. I also added some more shelving from the dine out pack, and then because there were some indents in the walls, because this is technically where the garage part is, I indented some shelving into the corners as well, so really maximize all of the storage space. And I also put some base game mirrors behind the stove area just to create this kind of cool mirrored backsplash. So I think that the kitchen looks very designer, and I really love the color scheme of the black and the dark green combined with some more modern touches and a little bit more of that shabby chic look that comes with the kitchen counters. So I really love that combination, and I haven't used the Country Kitchen kit counters in a while, so I'm happy I got to use them here. Here you can see we are onto the living room, so we have more of an open concept vibe in this house as always. I don't think there's ever gonna be a house where I don't make it like rather open concept. I'm gonna be honest. I just like the flow of things. I like things feeling big and open and modern. However, I did decide to section off the living room area just ever so slightly by using the platform tool to lower down the living room slightly. Now, once I lowered down the living room area, I thought it was fitting to change the floor swatch as well, just to really solidify that room separation. So I went with some tile. I think this tile is from Jungle Adventure 2. It's not a tile that I would usually go for, and I also just generally don't like using tile in main areas of my builds. Like, I would put tile in a bathroom or maybe a kitchen, but I wouldn't think to put tile in a living room. But I don't know, there was something about the interior here that maybe felt like Mediterranean, or just, I don't know, the vibes were really calling for some tile, and I thought it would be nice to add something cold, like a cold texture. And I think the classic fluffy rug really contrasts nicely against the tile, because you have that feeling of the cold tile on your feet, but then you have this nice comfy plush warm rug to kind of soften the textures. So I like the contrasting textures there. Here you can see I am decorating the shelving again. So with that kind of shelving trick in between the pillars, I really love that trick. Once again, shout out to Palindrome from my Discord server, because I think it's absolutely brilliant and I can't wait to use this more. And I also ended up sizing up some dine out shelves. So I used it as a TV kind of entertainment unit. So instead of using just a general TV stand, or maybe even some cabinets or the Dream Home Decorator TV stands, I wanted to go for something a little bit more sleek and simple that matched the vibe. So I just sized up the shelving. So I really like that. And then I just put in some clutter underneath. So I do really like how this whole half of the house turned out. It just looks very fun and open, and I like all the pillars, and I just think it adds just like a cool kind of architectural design that is very pleasing to the eye and looks very new and fresh. So really loving that. But if you are new or you only watch my builds, I do also want to mention that I've been doing a 100 Baby Challenge Let's Play on my channel, in case you haven't seen it come up on your feed yet. So I'm on episode 3 of the 100 Baby Challenge, and I'm coming out with episode 4 this Saturday. So the episodes drop every Saturday. They're only about like 17 to 20 minute episodes, but I'm attempting the 100 Baby Challenge. I'm only going to be doing it up to 10 babies, I think. I don't really know because I'm not a game player and I'm not like super great at it. So it's kind of just like a test run, and it's kind of a huge struggle. And yeah, so if you want to check out me struggling through gameplay, I'll link my 100 Baby Challenge series down below. It's really fun to just follow along, and it is a completely different vibe from my speed builds. So my speed builds are more just like calm, chill, voiceover hangout time, whereas the 100 Baby Challenge Let's Play is definitely very hectic and chaotic, and maybe a little bit more of like a comedy twist to it. So definitely give it a chance and check out episode 1 if you want to see me do some gameplay, and leave me any feedback on it if you want to, because I'm not a game player, so I'd love to have your feedback on how I can improve and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. The other thing I want to mention is now that I am full-time with content creation, I am trying to come up with more of a schedule, I would say. So I think I want to upload speed builds like this one, like the one you're watching right now. I think I'm going to upload them every Thursday. So you can, from here on out, hopefully expect speed builds on my channel every single Thursday. So let me know your thoughts on that, and if Thursday is a good day, or just, yeah, any feedback on schedules and stuff like that. But yeah, Thursdays will be speed builds, Saturdays will be 100 Baby Let's Plays, and then I hope to add in a third video maybe on like a Monday or a Tuesday or something like that. So yeah, stay tuned for more content and just more. And thank you guys all so much for the support on my channel. I'm gonna be honest, it's taken a little bit of time for me to get adjusted to this new life of full-time content creation and self-employment. If you guys didn't know, previously I worked at an office job, so now I'm no longer working there and I'm focusing more on just my YouTube channel. And yeah, it's taken some time, but I'm gonna find my groove, and I'm gonna make a schedule for myself and add some more structure to my days. But in the meantime, I have just been catching up on a lot of sleep, which I think is very important. And I've also been catching up on a lot of gym time that I haven't been doing for the past like 2.5 years. So I think that's been really great for me. I have been going back to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week, which I love, because it was really hard for me to be in lockdown during COVID and literally not work out like ever. Because I was too scared to go to like the workout classes and go to the gyms because there was a virus. But now I live in a building where there's like a gym underneath, like on like the second floor or whatever, so I can use that. And I've been going to some workout classes in the morning. So I think that's really important, because sometimes we work so much and we work, and then we forget to do things like eat healthy and go to the gym. And it really makes you realize like time truly is such a luxury. Time is so rare. That's like the one thing that we always want more of, is time to focus on our hobbies, time to sleep, time to nap, time to cook healthy things, time to go to the gym, time to hang out with friends. There's just like so much stuff that everyone always wants to do. And time is that one thing that we always need more of. So that's kind of where I'm at here with being a full-time content creator. I'm trying to manage my time here and have a good amount of time focusing on, YouTube and work, but also a lot of time dedicated towards health and wellness and friends and, cleaning up my apartment and doing laundry and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's just a little update on how I'm doing. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting me. I know, again, watching these videos takes time out of your day. So I truly do appreciate you taking your really, really valuable and rare time to spend watching my videos and hanging out. That really means a lot to me, and I appreciate your support tremendously. So thank you so much. I truly mean that. And please do leave any comments or feedback on what you guys think I should do for video ideas or scheduling or just anything. I'm completely open to any type of feedback like that. So yeah, thank you. But anyways, here you can see I'm doing the kids' bedroom that I was talking about. It's one big bedroom for both of them. So you definitely could split the kids' bedroom down the middle and give them each their own bedroom. Maybe when they turn into teenagers, that would be more appropriate. But yeah, for now, I just have them in one big room. And maybe if you birth like twins or something, then that would be fun, because then you can have like both twins growing up together in the same room. I did put like a room divider, so that should give them enough privacy, right? Right? I'm sure it's fine. I didn't give them a desk, so they can't do their homework in their room, but there is quite a lot of space downstairs, like a nice dining table for them to do their homework there. So hopefully that's fine. And also, the Sims tend to not even do homework at tables. Like whenever I ask my Sims to do their homework when I'm doing the 100 Baby Challenge, they just do their homework like sitting on the bed. Like they'll just sit on the bed and do their homework with like the book propped up in their hand. So I'm like, yo, there is a table. You can sit down. Like don't throw out your back. But yeah, I guess they just like doing it wherever. Like The Sims is kind of funny. Now that I'm doing gameplay, I'm seeing all of the weird bugs and glitches that everyone's talking about. Like The Sims don't really act logically. They just like do whatever. Like sometimes they'll go wash their dishes in like a completely illogical sink. So yeah, I feel like I'm really broadening my horizons in terms of Sims gameplay and just like immersing myself in The Sims more now that I'm doing gameplay, which I think is important because as a builder, you still need to know like how the game works and stuff like that. So I'm really happy to be branching out into that this year. But anyways, the video should be done now. I think this is a pretty decently sized, like medium-sized home. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it and you want to see more curb appeal from me and more curb appeal popping up on your feed, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And don't forget to rate my recreation out of 10. How close did I get this build to the original photograph? And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody.